Hello everyone, how's it going today? This is going to be a little bit of a hurried video because I really got to use the bathroom. I have 10 New York City facts for drivers. Are we ready? Let's begin. 1. When you go from north to south in Manhattan or from south to north, you go through streets. Every 10 streets is exactly half a mile. 2. A lot of people don't know this, but there is a 5-minute grace period for the meters. So if for whatever reason you park your car, don't pay the meter, and walk right into a deli, and you come back and you see that you have a ticket, you can run over to your meter, pay it real quick, and you can argue that you were standing in line for the meter. There's a 5-minute grace period. But pay your meter. Number 3. NYPD traffic is not the same thing as NYPD. NYPD is the police. NYPD traffic is a civilian, sub-organization of the NYPD. Basically, think of them as meter fairies and substitutes for traffic signals. They have no authority to pull you over. They cannot stop you. They cannot ID you. They cannot do anything that an officer can do except for issue a parking ticket. So don't be scared when you're driving down the highway and you see something labeled NYPD traffic. They can't do jack shit. Number 4. Bicyclists are supposed to obey traffic lights. Bicyclists use the roads, so they obey the rules of the road. This means they stop when the traffic light is red and go when the traffic light is green. Do not follow pedestrian signs. Follow the traffic signals intended for cars. Number 5. There is unexploded ordnance under the Verrazano Bridge. It just so happens that in the 50s or 60s or something, some military ship was towing a bunch of artillery shells on a barge, and they happened to lose the barge under the Verrazano Bridge. Number 6. There used to be tolls on the Verrazano Bridge going both ways, but Staten Island residents were concerned about pollution of the traffic created by these toll booths, and now there's only tolls going one way, and that's when you're entering Staten Island. Get the fuck out of my way. 7. Lots of shit has been renamed. The Interborough is now the Jackie Robinson. The Battery Tunnel is now the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. The 59th Street Bridge, or the Queensboro Bridge, is now the Ed Koch whatever the fuck bridge. Don't get confused, because a lot of New Yorkers will call them by the old names. Number 8. Tolls. When you're exiting New York, the Holland Tunnel, Lincoln Tunnel, and George Washington Bridge are free. But when you're entering New York City, you have absolutely no choice but to pay tolls. Number 9. Red lights. If you run a red light and you're caught by a camera, it will cost you $50 and the owner of the car is responsible. New York has it written that, if you loan the car to someone, then basically you are accepting responsibility for his actions. If you are caught by a police officer, that's a $300 ticket and 3 points on your license. Point number 10. A lot of states don't talk to New York because of how stupid some of the laws are. For example, New York and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania will only listen to New York if you commit manslaughter or have a DUI. For example, if you get a ticket for using your phone while driving in New York City, you get no points on your PA license because PA does not have laws for any of that. So for all intents and purposes, PA ignores every single violation and you have a clean driving record from New York, unless you have a DUI or commit manslaughter. That said, if you don't pay your fines in New York and the next time they pull you over in New York, you get pretty silver little bracelets. Okay, according to my little slip that I wrote here, I got 4 more bonuses for you, okay? Number 11, blizzards and parking. If you park on the street during a blizzard, God help your soul. Okay, at night the sanitation trucks come out and they plow all the snow off the road onto the side, onto the parked cars. So potentially you could wake up in the morning and have your car buried under a wall of ice, and you probably won't get it back for the rest of the winter. Number 12, all of New York City is a tow-away zone. That's right, all of New York City is a tow-away zone. If you decide to sit at a hydrant for maybe some 5 minutes, they could tow your car. If you park overnight and they decide, oh, they're gonna have a parade the next day or just feel like it, they can relocate your car. If you park on a street, it is a tow-away zone and the city can tow you at its whim. Number 13, New York Traffic Enforcement Agency thing now has pickup trucks. What's in the back of these pickup trucks? Boots. They figured out it's easier to run around and slap boots on cars than to go around and ticket each individual one. Another fun in-between fact, it is said in order for a traffic agent to get to use the car, he needs to hand out 100 parking tickets a day. If he hands out 100 parking tickets a day, he's no longer on foot. He can get himself a set of wheels with a roof, heating, air conditioning, so on. Number 14, the Brooklyn Bridge renovation. The Brooklyn Bridge is 133 years old. It was built in 13 years. Okay, everybody will swear that the Brooklyn Bridge has been under renovation for as long as they remember. But for all intents and purposes, officially renovation has started in 2007 and has concluded in 2016 in August. What do we have to show for this renovation? I don't know. We don't even have paved roads on the Brooklyn Bridge, really. They're all gritty and full of potholes and stuff. And yeah, that looks like the entire list that I had made for you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And thank you!